Okay, so once again, God first, once unashamed. On the last video, I was talking about once again my suicide story part 1. This is my suicide story part 2. Even though the whole thing won't be about suicide, and so on and so on. So I want everybody to understand God first, what this is. God first, once unashamed. A big part of what I'm about to say is the fact being, once again, you cannot judge every kid or every kid in teens suicide story. A lot of kids, a lot of teens go through, and a lot of young 20-year-olds like myself, we go through a lot of trauma, a lot of abuse, and so on and so on. So you really cannot judge everybody's suicide story the same. What you got to God first do is God first, get to know God first, everybody, accordingly. Step by step, try to walk with them in their shoes to try to once again see what they go through, and again, how you can help, give them advice, and do whatever else hands-on groundwork that you can to better their life. That's exactly what we all got to God first do with not just kids and teens and young 20-year-olds. Also, you must do really anybody and everybody that's dealing with any sort of mental health issues, period, let alone just life itself in general with trials and tribulations. You really have to be willing to do some of that stuff. You cannot judge everybody's suicide story the same or everybody's trials and tribulations the same. You really have to try to God first, do what you can to analyze the data, the facts, the evidence, and see where you can constructively get cleaner and move about the cabin better. Because I promise you, one of the top things that we are dealing with in today's society when it comes to youth development is youth suicide rates, let alone the abuse of drugs and alcohol, car crashes, and a field of things. Violence, you get the point, etc. And I want people to understand, these are some of the biggest common cold plagues that are literally plaguing, our society, our youth today, our common core issues. And we have to totally understand these, I want to say byproducts. Just had to throw that word in there. We have to understand these things. We really do. And I want people to understand a big part of, like I said before in a previous video, becoming or being the ambassador of Nice High School, Valley Ridge Academy, and many more schools the way I am, is God first a part of me. That's my way of giving back to the community. That's my God first way of being a leader in the community. That's my God first way of giving back to the youth. That's my God first way of standing up for something bigger than myself for the youth, representing the youth, and so many other different variations and contexts which I can put there. And I'm very thankful, again, extremely grateful for all the kids and teens and their parents who have bought into my legacy, who have bought into the cause which I promote, and absolutely love me, care about me, and believe in me with all their faith and or so on and so on through Christ, which ensures each and every day. Because I can assure you, I started this thing in Nice, and then I carried it on to Valley Ridge Academy to try to support the next generation that was automatically zoned directly to Nice. Because at the time, I couldn't drive, so I couldn't go over to Passaic, and etc. And I'm still thankful that I have done what I've done at VRA, and I'm looking forward to doing more of it at VRA with God first, everything that I do with school spirit, showing up to all the games, supporting my friends, and so on and so on and so on, donating, giving back, etc., etc., etc. Same thing with, look forward to actually indeed going over to Passaic Bay and seeing what I can do there. Help out, give back, get involved, that's me. PVA, and just so many different other schools, because I'm in this for the God first, Jesus graduation long haul through Christ, which is us all. And I want everybody to understand where I'm coming from, where I want to go with this, and exactly where our future is in so many different rights and abilities.